Happy New Year, everyone, to all my brothers and sisters in the We, all the IRs around the world, and all the QI group. My name is Devaraj Jeevaratnam, if you don't know me. Today I'm going to talk about a big topic, which is everyone is talking about today, right? A topic about change. Everyone, especially when it comes to New Year, everyone started to have resolution about change, what they want to change. Even though, presidential elections in US, people talk about change. There's so many books about change out there. And from my experience, following Dato Sri, the founders and Chief Patman, everyone keep on asking the same question again and again about change. How do I change? What I need to do, and so on. I realized one thing, that change, of course, is not easy to be implemented. All right? And everybody is wanting to do it, and people don't know how to do it. One thing I want to share about is our founder, Dato Sri Vijay, basically talk about SOS. He's been talking about it for so long, for so many years, and how it helps individual to improve or basically to change. Now, who is the best teacher to change us? And the answer will be ourselves. Right? Now, before I elaborate further on this, I had an opportunity to attend our very own PJ City Football Club launch yesterday in Petaling Jaya, Malaysia. As I was observing Dato Sri Vijay giving his speech on stage, and I wonder, how can Dato Sri speak so well on stage without paper, without preparing a script, and answering, hitting each and every people who came for the launch? How can Dato Sri message attract everyone to sit down and listen enthusiastically? Now, how does he do that? How does Dato Sri become so powerful? How does Dato Sri change constantly? Year to year, month to month, day to day. Then I realized, I should ask, who is Dato Sri mentor? And Dato Sri himself will say, he himself, from inside. So the best teacher is ourselves. We could go out there, buy a book about change, try to read, I need to change this, change that, change this, change that. But all this is from the outside. Yes, the knowledge is important. But who is that one person who can be there on a daily basis, confront us, push us? Nothing other than ourselves. So Dato Sri comes with this concept about SOS. If we going to ask a question, Sir, how do I change this? Sir, how do I change that? Why don't we take this first single important step in our life and start to try to do SOS? It's not going to be easy, but at least we take the first move towards change for ourselves. Now, I believe a lot of people out there know the process of SOS. You can buy the book, you can read. The process is very clear. I myself have to admit that I fail in my SOS during the early days. I fail. I couldn't sit down for 1 hour and so on. Then I realized, hey, let me do this. If I cannot push myself for 1 hour, can I push myself for 15 minutes? Or can I push myself for 30 minutes? Let me do half of the SOS. Half will be mainly part of duty. Duty. My responsibility, my job, my work. May it be family, personal, social, and jobs and network. So I started to focus on that, just part of duty, one session. And I realized that in that process, I changed all the small things. I always thought change have to be the big thing so that people can see, wow, we have changed. But I realized it's the otherwise. I just have to change all the small things. When all the small things in my life change, the big things automatically change, because the small things result in me changing my attitude, my behavior, the way I view things, the way I see things, the way I respond to people, my anger. So all these small things change me. In the result, the big thing change. And now I realize I'm no longer interested to change the big thing. I want to continuously change all the small things that I can improve, one after another, after another, after another. And the big change will take care of itself. Alright? So, before I came and do this recording, I have the opportunity to meet someone from the QI family, where a few months ago, I did a training about SOS in QI Tower, and one corporate staff happens to be there, and started to practice SOS. And now it's almost, 4 or 5 months now? She haven't complete 21 days. But she has been doing it. Fail again and again and again and again and again, and suddenly from that last training, and suddenly today I met her, and she looked at me, I look at her, I kind of remember who she was, and she said hi, and she said she's on the 16th day, and I'm happy she's on her 16th day, but I'm actually not really happy because she's on 16th day, but what I'm happy about, she has been doing it for the last 4 or 5 months, even though she fails. I believe all of us fail. But that failure teaches us a lot of things. And I asked her one question. Did that 4 months, 5 months give or contribute something in her life? And she says a lot. In her family, in her work she do, and most importantly, she says, I am very calm now compared to before. And I'm happy. Why? I had an opportunity to do a session and someone is benefiting from it. So I would like to encourage everyone out there. If we are seriously looking into change in this 2019, let the change start from here. Now all of us hear this word, change begin from within. And everyone asks, how? Let's not complicate things. Let's not confuse things. Go back to the SOS book. If you want to skip the front part, you go to the back part. It'll teach you exactly how to do. And start doing it. You cannot spend 1 hour, 30 minutes. You cannot spend 30 minutes, 15 minutes. You cannot spend 15 minutes. Very good, 10 minutes. Worst case scenario, spend 5 minutes. Now, are we saying we cannot spend 5-10 minutes? Or the answer is we don't want to? Let's think about it. So we want to change, but we refuse to do the work. We want to become someone, but we want to do the same thing every day. So let's make 2019 a year that we start to change ourselves. A year that we develop ourselves. A year that we pay attention onto ourselves. And let this person inside of us grow to be another person by end of this year. It starts small step. It start here. It start right now. And the only thing is we just have to do it. Right? I hope this video will benefit all of you outside there. And if there is one thing I always share with people, if there is one thing that Dato Sri gives us for the rest of our life, yes, even though one day when Dato Sri is no longer around, that one gift that Dato Sri give us or give me is this process called Spear of Silence. Because this gift, I will give it to my next generation. And I will make sure that my next generation will give it to their next generation. Because this knowledge, this practice, I have made it to become religious in my life. And I myself have long way to go for my own change. I hope that this video will help you. And until I see you again somewhere, I wish you Happy New Year and God bless you.